Here's how you can diversify your revenue streams as a podcaster. Stay with me on this one. I'm going to give you some solid tips. And before starting, I just want to let you know I'm giving general answers. There is more behind this. And feel free to drop your insights down in the comments, like, share it with your friends, and let's get into it. When it comes up to making money out of a podcast, this is the challenge for a lot of podcasters out there, and I have the solution for you. What I want you to do is like build an offer out of the podcast and stop thinking in general as just a content creator. Start looking at it as more of a tool for you to generate money. I am a brand. I have the money that you're looking for, but I just need to have an offer, a solid offer from you that would make me want to give you my money so you can grow the content, right? So, one of the things that would attract me as a business owner, if you have a community, means like I can access that, or having access to that is basically something I will pay money for. Um, Knowing exactly what is your niche. So the more I have detail about that, or what kind of people you're growing on that community or those listeners, the better for me to understand how I can, give you my product, or how we can formulate a relationship so we can make money. The other part is like once you build that offer, make sure that you don't highlight the numbers, because I care more about like what kind of things that you are building and we're partnering together. So it's like a win-win for both of us. Because if you start showing numbers, I'm just going to focus on those numbers, and later on it's more like a sales relationship. So we don't want it to go that direction. We want it to be more like a partnership. This is what you're going to give, this is what you're going to get. So in order for you to do that, you need to at least experiment the previous things that I mentioned on my previous videos regarding like how to grow it and stuff. So you need to go back actually and rewatch them. Now that's one of them. The second one is like there are like tons of platforms that you can actually sell your content to on a different form. Let me give you an example. For people that are like, let's say, having a podcast about trading, there are like a lot of platforms out there that would pay to have blogs on their websites, right? So a podcast is one strong tool that can be converted into a blog and newsletter. So you can actually get a lot of blogs out of your podcast and sell it to these platforms. So you can just give them, like, let's say, a license, so they can have the content on their platform, and you get to have like a monthly or a yearly revenue out of that. The third thing is mainly through, programmatic ads through the platforms and stuff. And for that, you will need to kind of like really study the measurement, know exactly how are you growing the podcast and what your audience are liking, and pay attention to that on a daily basis, and make sure that you're investing toward the growth of the podcast. Of course, before you actually start making money out of the podcast, you will have to spend a lot of money on the podcast. So these are the three things that I can have on top of my head. Of course, there are like more. I'll be happy to chat with you one on one and give you more ideas, more tools. It depends upon, like, again, the category of podcast that you're, building out there. But yeah, feel free to drop your insights if you feel like I missed any. So see you guys on my next one. Bye bye.